Yes, it's true. When leaders bribe people to vote for them, what they'll do when they get into office is first recover their money, isn't it? And that is why we are telling the people of Kenya that the Ruto administration is the greatest conveyor and purveyor of corruption. And once you agree to be part of that corruption, then you cannot complain on the adverse effect of the same. That's why we are saying, I agree with you. Help the leaders that you desire to ascend to the office by assisting them in logistics and simple things. Because if they go and get funded by cartels, they will demand for payback when they get back to office. There's a lot of bribery going on in Kenya today. Ruto believes in corruption, and he believes money can buy everything, including leadership. And we must prove him wrong in this coming election. I have succeeded in lobbying the people of Kenya to take money and say one term. It has never happened. You know, basically our people are Christians. When they take your money, they feel obliged to vote for you. But when William Ruto was coming to the mountain, he withdrew 1 billion shillings in cash. So when I learned about it, I was very worried, because 1 billion shillings can confuse people. So I talked to the people, no, this guy is coming with cash. This is your money. And take it, but don't take it home because it has Gen Z blood. Don't use it to take your child to school. Don't use it to buy a cow. Mkule tu hapo sokoni. Na kama uko na deni ulipe naye. Na ukimalizana naye umwambie ni one time. Na tukaweka bei. We set a price for William Ruto to address in the meeting. Attendance is 2,000. Clapping 1,000. Laughing 500. And he gave money. Akiingia kwa dege watu wanasema one time. I have seen now it's happening even in Masai land. I was very happy the other day. Soprano was there. Amepatia kila mtu 3,000. Akiingia kwa dege wa Masai wanachukua ile fimbo yao wanasema one time. That is what we want now. Because you cannot tell people not to take money. People love money. But we want to educate our people, and you help me also telling them, don't take money from William Ruto and elect him and get yourself back to slavery. Because he'll give you 200 shillings, then he'll bring taxation and tax you 100,000. So you must help us in educating our people. Again, it is true, only 3,000, slightly over 3,000 people voted here. We have challenges because I think you only have 2 polling stations. We will be lobbying the IBC. It has been constituted to see whether we can increase the polling stations. It's not easy because of the financial constraints, but we'll continue to do so to see whether we can have, polling stations that are near where the people are. Formula to pick a candidate. Hatuwezi sema Kasongo anatupangia. Si ndio? Si atatupangia? Na hatuwezi toa candidate saa hii, atatuhangaisha. Uko mwisho. Uko mwisho. Hiyo tuachie. But I want to assure you, the formula will come up with the best candidate for the people of Kenya. And if it does not favor me, I have publicly said, I'll support whoever it favors. And I'll be asking my colleagues also to make that public statement, isn't it? Let everybody commit to the people of Kenya. That it cannot just be you. If it's not you, you must commit. So your formula, wacha tuketi nayo for now. Yeah? Don't worry. The laws that are in place are sufficient to get us a good election. Na hakuna mtu ataiba uchaguzi bana. The margin will be so huge. Even kwenda Supreme Court Kasongo hataenda. And again, let me also tell you, when we changed the election laws, that the votes are counted at the polling station, it became very difficult to interfere with the results. And you know the minor Kai ruling of 2013, the Supreme Court ruled that polling station results are final. What happens at Bomas is just mathematical, just addition. And with the Gen Zs, Gen Zimpo, these are the people to assist us. They'll be there in every polling station. Wanapiga picha na kutuma na kufanya hesabu haraka haraka. Hii watoto, within 1 hour they'll tell us who is the president. This is a revolution, this is Gen Z. It's a good thing for the country, I want to tell you. And we want to work with the Gen Zs because they are a good resource for our country. They assist us to make sure there is no monkey business. Evangelist Kiregwa is true, JKIA is a shame. We go through many international airports. It's been very difficult to get anything done at JKIA because of corruption. The other day they tried to bring somebody called Adani. Alikuwa anataka kuuziwa airport yetu tukakataa. So muvumilie tu kidogo. Mwaka mbili, mupitie hapo kwa hiyo shade. We'll fix it properly. We'll fix the generators, we'll fix the toilets, we'll fix everything that needs to be fixed without selling our airport to foreigners. Coffee is true. You know, when I was in office, I was in charge of coffee reforms. And I'm a very proud leader. By the time I came to office, 1 kg of coffee was between 60 to 90 shillings. I initiated coffee reforms after the coffee conference of 2023 I did in Meru. I went to Colombia, I went to Brussels, I went to Germany. I brought all the stakeholders together. We initiated a lot of reforms. And as we speak today, a kilo of coffee, farmers have been paid between 130 to 190, and it will get better. And we will not allow Kasongo to mess it up. He is trying to mess it up so that the people of that particular area can suffer. Just the way he interfered with our success in the fight against alcoholism and drug abuse. You know, I successfully, with my wife, initiated a program to remove illicit alcohol from the market, and we did. And our young people became sober. They started families, they became clean, and things were going right. Until Kasongo realized that the young men of the Mount Kenya region are back. And because he wanted to destroy that community, he ordered for the brews to be brought back and suspended the whole thing that I was doing. And he did it when I was still in office, but I was fighting back. But when I left, the whole program collapsed. Illicit alcohol is back. Our young people are sleeping in trenches. They are not having children. They are dirty. And a whole generation is being destroyed. And because there's a God in heaven, God cannot allow those boys will be saved. But for us to deal with the illicit alcohol and drug abuse, Ruto must be one term. Can you imagine? The Kenyan cabinet is the only cabinet in the world where drug barons sit in the cabinet. I was fighting drug abuse, and I would not have allowed him to appoint drug barons into the cabinet. He edged me out because he wanted to bring drug barons. 2 drug barons. Even they cannot come to the United States. You know them. 2 of them. They sit in the cabinet, Kenyan cabinet, drug barons. This William Ruto has lost morality and ethics. A country that is suffering from drug abuse, and then you bring people who are documented and who are known to be the barons of drugs in Kenya, at the coast and in central Kenya, and they sit in cabinet. That is how rotten the government is. Our children are not safe. You know what you are undergoing here in matters of drug abuse. You know how painful it is to parents. You know how injurious it is to any society where there is drug abuse. And then you get people who are drug barons and they sit right in your cabinet. And then you tell us you have a government that can bring change to the people of Kenya. The documents, you say you have some proposals. My people are here. We'll organize with you how I get them. And we'll be able to study them and do what we can now. But eventually, when we form government, we may not be able to do much now. There is one or two people we can talk to. But if it's something that works well, we'll integrate it in our manifesto so that it becomes part of our working document. Choti Jr., it's true. Haiti. I disagreed from the word go. How do you say policemen to go and deal with criminal gangs when there are criminal gangs in Kenya you are not dealing with? And I think it was a scheme to send them to Haiti for benchmarking on how to introduce gangs in Kenya. I think you saw when Ruto was in Nairobi for 6 days, he was moving around with the gangs. They were robbing people when his security is looking. They were getting into cars and stealing earrings from women. They were even being very mannerless and touching our women on the breasts and the thighs. And they were with the president. Gangs for 6 days. You have seen what they are doing anytime Gen Zs are on the streets. The government hires gangs, supervises them to come and cause mayhem. What happened on Sabasaba Day? There were criminal gangs hired by government, supervised by police to burn and touch property. So I think the Haiti thing, they had gone there to learn on how to bring criminal gangs into Kenya. So that is something that is very sad. Our boys and girls are dying there. It's unnecessary. When there is insecurity in Kenya, we don't have policemen to send everywhere when we have challenges back at home.